Welcome to Comfort TV, the channel news, bringing you verified and balanced news from Nigeria and around the world. I am Faith Kevin. Thank you for joining us this evening. In headlines, Governor Okpebholo appoints new commissioners. INEC promotes 471 junior staff members set for Anambra FCT elections. NEL Fund disburses 8.2 million naira to 199 ABU beneficiaries. Governor Soludo receives 3 awards at UNGA. Police intercept smugglers, rescue trafficking victims in border operation. Ondo Police bust child trafficking syndicate rescues missing 4-year-old girl. Dangote refinery dismisses mass layoff reports. On business, Nigeria's revenue hits record 3.64 trillion naira in September. Experts applaud, SMEs lament as CBN slashes MPR to 27%. On the foreign scene, Japan scraps Africa Hometown project after visa confusion. EU eyes drone wall amid concerns over Russian airspace violations. And on sports, Bremen boss Lord Boniface's attitude amidst social media saga. Calf injury delays Tosin's call-up. Now the news. Governor Monday Okpebholo has announced the nomination of 3 new commissioner designates, which was announced in a statement by the Secretary to the State Government, Umar Musa Ikilo. The new commissioner designates are Elizabeth Ebosele, Christopher Ewere Okeben, and Festus Odianosen Ebea. According to Mr. Ekilo, the names of the new commissioner designates will be forwarded to the State House of Assembly for screening and confirmation. According to the statement, Mr. Ebosele is a development economist and public policy expert with strong credentials in budgeting, planning, and governance. She holds a bachelor's degree in business administration from the University of Benin and has served as a technical advisor on budget and national planning at the federal level. Mr. Okeben is a public servant and legislator from Edo State, holding both a bachelor's and a master's degree in banking and finance from the University of Benin, having held several key public offices including Supervisory Councillor, Works and Transport in Oredo local government area. According to the statement, Mr. Ebea is a respected legislator, political leader, and former Deputy Speaker of the Edo State House of Assembly, representing the East and Southeast constituency and championing grassroots development and legislative reforms. As a recipient of the traditional title Obare Sabon of Obiaje, he has also been actively involved in Edo politics for over a decade. The Independent National Electoral Commission has announced the promotion of 471 junior staff across its offices nationwide. The Commission further expressed satisfaction with ongoing preparations for the Anambra State governorship election, the Federal Capital Territory FCT Area Council election, as well as Ekiti and Osun governorship elections. The approval was announced during the Commission's weekly meeting chaired by INEC Chairman Professor Mahmood Yakubu. In a statement signed by Sam Olumekun, National Commissioner and Chairman of the Information and Voter Education Committee, the Commission urged staffs to remain dedicated to their responsibility, especially as the electoral calendar intensifies. According to the Commission, a total of 515 staff were shortlisted for the 2025 promotion exercise following recommendations by the Appointment, Promotion and Disciplinary Committee (APDC). 471 staffs were successfully elevated. The promotion marks the completion of the first phase of the exercise, which focuses on junior staff GLO 306. INEC further disclosed that the promotion of senior staff has already commenced and will be concluded soon. It emphasized that staff promotion is a routine and merit-driven exercise, reaffirming its dedication to building a motivated workforce capable of delivering credible elections. The development comes at a critical time, with INEC stepping up preparations for several high-stakes elections in 2026 and beyond. By prioritizing staff welfare and career development, the Commission hopes to strengthen institutional efficiency and ensure the smooth conduct of Nigeria's democratic process. The Nigerian Education Loan Fund (NEL Fund) has announced the disbursement of 8,202,950 naira to 199 beneficiaries at the Division of Agricultural Colleges, Ahmadu Bello University, ABU Zaria, Kaduna State. Nelfon said the disbursement underscores its continued commitment to supporting educational institutions and empowering individuals through targeted funding. The NEL Fund is a pivotal financial institution established under the Student Loan Access to Higher Education Repeal and Reenactment Act 2024. It was signed into law by President Bola Tinubu on 3rd April 2024, marking a historic step towards ensuring sustainable higher education and functional skill development for Nigerian students and young people. It was also created to address the shortcomings of the previous Student Loan Act of 2023, which faced challenges related to governance, management, loan purposes, eligibility criteria, application methods, repayment provisions, and loan recovery. Governor Charles Soludo of Anambra State has been honored with 3 awards for excellence in governance and public service. The awards were given during the 2025 Global Power Forum held alongside the 80th session of the United Nations General Assembly, UNGA. Specifically, Governor Soludo received the African Public Service Excellence Award and the African Governor of the Year Award, as well as the Certificate of Special Recognition from the House of Representatives of South Carolina. The South Carolina House of Representatives represented Governor Soludo with a certificate commending his distinguished career, which includes his roles as Professor of Economics, Economic Advisor to former President Olusegun Obasanjo, and the Governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria. The commendation highlights Governor Soludo's pivotal contributions to elevating Nigeria's status as an African financial powerhouse. According to a statement by the press secretary of the governor, Mr. Christian Aburume, the award ceremony attracted high-profile personalities from across the globe. In addition to receiving these honors, Governor Soludo was also a keynote speaker at the forum, where he addressed the topic, Africa Unleashed, Navigating the Disruptions, Enhancing Opportunities, the Anambra State example. The Nigeria Police Force says its Border Patrol unit has recorded major breakthroughs in its ongoing clampdowns on smugglers, human traffickers, and cross-border criminals. In a statement, Force spokesperson CSP Benjamin Hundeyin said the operations carried out across several states led to the recovery of petroleum products, arms, ammunition, stolen vehicles, illicit drugs, and the rescue of human trafficking victims. According to the police, 2 trucks fully loaded with petrol were abandoned by fleeing smugglers in Gembu, Taraba State after a hot chase. In another operation along a bush path near Nigeria's border with Benin Republic, 3 motorcycles carrying 43 jerrycans of petrol were seized. Similar arrests were made in Mubi, Adamawa State, where a Toyota Starlet conveying 60 jerrycans of petrol to Cameroon was intercepted. And in Jibia, Katsina State, a motorcyclist abandoned his fuel consignment while trying to cross into Niger Republic. The Ondo State Police Command has uncovered a child trafficking ring operating across Ondo, Delta, and Anambra states, leading to the rescue of a 4-year-old girl reported missing earlier this year. Police spokesperson DSP Olayinka Ayolade said the case began on February 3, 2025, when Sunday Kingsley of Alabaka Extension, Akure, reported that his daughter, Jacinta Sunday, had disappeared while in the care of her mother, Sunday Happiness. The matter was initially charged before the Family Magistrate Court, where Jacinta's mother and another woman, Neka Oma, were remanded at the Ondo Correctional Center before later being granted bail. Ayonlade said the breakthrough came on July 9, 2025, when the missing child was sighted in Asaba Delta State. Detectives from the command's Gender Desk team swiftly rescued Jacinta and reunited her with her family. During the operation, police arrested 30-year-old Amaka Chukwemeka, who allegedly confessed to buying the child for 3.7 million naira. The Dangote Group has dismissed reports of mass staff layoffs, clarifying that the ongoing reorganization at its petroleum refinery affects only a small number of employees and is aimed at safeguarding operations and preventing sabotage. The statement was shared via the group's official X account. According to the announcement, the reorganization is a necessary measure to protect the refinery from repeated acts of sabotage that have raised safety concerns and affected operational efficiency. The management noted that intermittent sabotage across various units has had serious consequences for human life and operational safety. The refinery confirms that over 3,000 Nigerians continue to work actively within the facility and emphasized that only a very small number of staff have been affected by the reorganization. The group highlighted that the refinery exists to serve Nigerians, strengthen Africa's energy independence, and create sustainable jobs. It stated its intention to continue working closely with employees, regulators, and stakeholders to uphold safety, transparency, and accountability. ComfortTV.channel news returns shortly with business, foreign, and sports news. Stay tuned. Many thanks for staying tuned. This is ComfortTV.channel's news on business. Chairman of the Federal Inland Revenue Service, FIRS, Dr. Zach Adedeji, has credited Nigeria's record revenue growth to bold fiscal reforms introduced by President Bola Tinubu's administration. Adedeji revealed that the federal revenue reached 3.64 trillion naira in September 2025, a 411% increase from 711 billion naira recorded in May 2023. Speaking with State House correspondents in Abuja, he outlined milestones reshaping Nigeria's fiscal landscape, particularly the growth of non-oil revenue streams. He noted that non-oil revenue grew sharply from 151 billion naira to 1.06 trillion naira in 2 years, marking a major shift in Nigeria's earning profile. Oil revenue also rose to 644 billion naira, while VAT collections tripled to 723 billion naira, signaling stronger compliance and improved efficiency across sectors. Dr. Adedeji attributed the performance to reforms that streamlined taxes, eased burdens on SMEs, and introduced compliance tools like e-invoicing and new excise regulations. He added that the presumptive tax regime will soon capture hard-to-tax sectors, while state levies will be harmonized to expand the tax base. The Central Bank of Nigeria (CBN's) decision to reduce the monetary policy rate MPR by 50 basis points to 27% has sparked a flurry of reactions from economists, political analysts, and small business operators. While some experts hailed the move as a cautious but necessary step towards stabilizing the economy, others, especially small and medium-sized enterprises (SMEs), argue that the high-interest environment continues to stifle business growth. Speaking in an exclusive chat with Newsman, Chief Economist and CEO of SPM Professionals, Dr. Paul Alaje, described the rate cut as a very good development that requires cautious optimism. He stressed that while inflationary figures remain questionable and largely driven by base year judgments, the policy now provides Nigeria with its first positive real interest rate in years. In an earlier policy commentary, the CEO for the Center for Promotion of Private Enterprise (CPPE), Dr. Muda Yusuf, hailed the CBN's latest monetary policy actions as a strategic and well-timed shift from economic stabilization to growth acceleration. Hajia Fatima Bora, an entrepreneur in Abuja, shared her struggles in securing affordable credit to support her business. She noted that while financing is crucial for growth, the high cost of borrowing has made it increasingly difficult to sustain operations. A shop owner at Wuse Market, Alvin Bulus, lamented that with interest rate at 27%, most small businesses will be unable to access much-needed funding. He further explained that businesses that secured loans a few years ago when the interest rate was a bit lower, around 20%, are now struggling under the weight of increased borrowing costs. On the foreign scene, the Japan International Cooperation Agency has cancelled its JICA Africa Hometown Initiative, citing misunderstandings and confusion over the program. JICA announced the withdrawal in a statement on its website on weeks after reports claimed Japan would create a special visa category for Nigerians who wish to relocate to Kisarazu, a city designated as hometown to Nigerians and other Africans under the scheme. Clarifying its position, JICA said the use of the term hometown and the idea of designating Japanese municipalities as such led to misunderstandings and confusion within Japan, placing an excessive burden on the 4 municipalities. According to the statements, the initiative originally envisioned that exchange programs would be coordinated and implemented among the Japanese local governments, relevant African countries, and JICA, with specific details to be determined later. The initiative was launched in August during the 9th Tokyo International Conference on African Development with the goal of promoting exchanges between 4 Japanese municipalities and 4 African countries through cultural and educational programs. JICA, however, stressed that it had never undertaken initiatives to promote immigration and has no plans to do so in the future, adding that it will continue supporting other forms of international exchange. In August, confusion arose after the State House announced that Japan had designated Kisarazu as a hometown for Nigerians and would introduce a special visa category for young, skilled Nigerians wishing to live and work there. Still on the foreign scene, several European Union's defense ministers are urgently holding talks on a drone wall after Russian drones allegedly violated Polish and Romanian airspace in recent days, and unauthorized drone incursions forced intermittent shutdowns at Danish and Norwegian airports. The video conference convened by EU Defense Commissioner Andreas Kubilius and involving several states on NATO's eastern flank as well as Denmark and Ukraine aims to coordinate sensors, jammers, and rapid response rules so that small, cheap, unmanned aerial vehicles, UAVs, can be detected and neutralized before they threaten European civil aviation and critical bases. The ministers are expected to look at the infrastructure and funding needed for a coordinated and effective defense system against drones after a number of high-profile incidents involving UAVs in recent weeks. On sports, Super Eagles and Werder Bremen striker Victor Boniface have been in the headlines of late, not for football reasons. The 24-year-old is yet to find the back of the net for his new side after joining on loan from Bayern Leverkusen on the transfer deadline day. However, his social media posts have raised concerns recently, especially after he shared a cryptic and in some eyes disrespectful post on his Instagram story. Werder Bremen head coach Horst Steffen has revealed that the social media perception of Boniface is not who he is in reality. The 56-year-old said he has gotten to know the Nigerian as a kind person. Still on sports, Tosin Adarabioyo will miss a chance of being called up by either England manager Thomas Tuchel or Super Eagles manager Eric Chell in October after Chelsea head coach Enzo Maresca confirmed the centre-back will be sidelined with a calf injury. The 28-year-old is set to miss Saturday's Premier League clash with Brighton and Hove Albion and is expected to remain out until after the upcoming international break. Adarabioyo has been a key presence for Chelsea this season, starting 4 of the club's 7 matches across all competitions. He was rested in Wednesday's 2-1 Carabao Cup victory over Lincoln City, highlighting the careful management of his fitness amid an already injury-hit defense, which includes long-term absentees Levi Colwill and Benoit Badiashile. Reports have suggested a potential switch to the Super Eagles, with the defending visiting Lagos in July to host a youth tournament. The current calf injury, however, rules him out of participation in October's World Cup qualifiers, leaving both managers to look elsewhere. And that's our news bulletin for today. But before we go, here is a recap of our top stories. Governor Okpebholo appoints new commissioners. INEC promotes 471 junior staff set for Anambra FCT elections. NEL Fund disburses 8.2 million naira to 199 ABU beneficiaries. Governor Soludo receives 3 awards at the UNGA. Police intercept smugglers, rescue trafficking victims in border operation. Ondo police bust child trafficking syndicate, rescue missing 4-year-old girl. Dangote refinery dismissed mass layoff reports. On business, Nigeria's revenue hits record 3.64 trillion naira in September. On the foreign scene, Japan scraps Africa hometown project after visa confusion. And on sports, Bremen boss Lords Boniface's attitudes amid social media saga. Thanks for watching. For breaking news, exclusive interviews and more, follow us online at ComfortTV.channel on all platforms. Remember to like and share our videos, subscribe to our channel and click on the notification bell so you don't miss out on any updates. I am Faith Kevin. Until next time, stay informed, stay connected.